Welcome to EVE Online. I'm Major Freak. Just going to deal with a Pilgrim fitting, Theorycrafting. Actually, not as much Theorycrafting as I'm at Jita and I'm checking prices of alternative modules, especially faction. So I'll bring up my EVE mail. I sent a shopping list off. And I'd gotten this shopping list while Theorycrafting a Pilgrim that I had unfitted partially at Nazil a while ago, like probably years ago. Forgotten about it. And I was in Nazil looking at it, and I was like, hey, it's been a while since I Theorycrafted my absolute favorite ship ever. Especially for PvP. One of those people who sit there cloaked off your bow, giggling feverishly. Wondering what asteroid you're mining and whether I should kill you for doing something so stupid. Point you and web you and give you a lecture. I know, more painful than death. Tell me about it. Alright, you guys have to listen to me. It's horrible, I know. Imagine me typing. Ugh. Alright, so yeah, I'd fit a Corpum, a Covert, and I figured, I just assume Shadow Serpentis are cheapest. They always seem to be in the past. And I put on a Republic Fleet and a Tech 2 tracking. Now, pretty sure Bomber is going to be giving the exact same stats, but they did terracide it recently, or not recently, but you know, they have terracided, so it's not the case anymore. And check speed. Right. So that was the fit. I had a tiny bit of power left, so I was like, what kind of stuff I can get for cheaper? I don't think I could, but I'd compare. And then I went all of the stuff because, you know, why not, right? And then activation cost, and I just looked at the faction ones really because they're going to be the different ones. So I'm not going to bother because these are way too expensive, and I'm not going to bother with that because that's way too expensive either. So we're left with the 4 factions and power grid usage. And of course, I left out the toolbox in the settings for only show attributes that differ, which is really helpful. So I've got CPU and power, and the only other one different, I don't have spare power unless I buggered around with my Tech 2 steel plates, and I have lots of power to play with. But I was like, yeah, I'm happy with Tech 2. And that's worth about 29 million, and this one, exact same stats. It's always pays to check out that, because somebody could be listing a meta and people would just go for that meta, and then you've got price savings of, as you saw, a ton of savings. So yeah. And there. Done. Already bought this one and this one. In Republic Fleet, let's check out the information there. Let's go and look at this, compare. Yeah, everything, like, ridiculously more expensive, and power grid usage is, I mean, 80 less. It's a huge savings, and it's only 24 million. So for, you know, 80 extra power, it only costs you 24 million. So a lot of people will go for that because it's pretty damn nice, and I did because, yeah, 80 power. And the plate, Tech 2, come do the compare. The power grid usage is, Tech 2 is 25 extra power. So if I wanted 25 extra power, oh wait, 25 less extra power? Woo. Ouch. So I definitely, even if I wanted to, I could go with this. It would cost 30 million. And what would I gain for 30 million? Seriously. I mean, is the CPU less? 5 less. What's the mass edition? Much less. That's pretty cool, actually. That's really low. Wow. That's cool. Armor hit points would be just 200 more. So it'd be negligible, really. But I would save on CPU, which I've got a lot, I don't care. But I'd be saving a hell of a lot of mass. It's pretty huge, actually. It could affect my... Let's see what happens when I do that. So, find type in browser. Now, it's cost a pretty penny, but it's only 10% more. What I've already got, so might as well. And the hulls. Yeah. Ever since they made the Cynosural change, you know, no more Kestrel Cynos, the prices for these went skyrocketing. So, yeah. It takes forever. Alright. And then remove it. And then we can just hover over and see what happens. So 11.6 to align. And that's entire second. That's 10% quick to align. Less mass. Which is polite if you're using a bridge, you know? But still. Well, you know, I'm definitely going for it just because I've got 30 million to spare. And I've never actually used a Federation Navy. I've always gone for, you know, the Imperial. But it uses more power. Fascinating. Way less CPU, but more power. And of course it's sexy as hell. I mean, it's the best one going. Huh. Cool. Alright. Just put in the stuff I decided to change, just so I can paste that, because I'm sure people would appreciate having it in. Now I don't have the proper, I wouldn't, well, I could, this would be the kind of ship I'd jump into right away without switching implants. And my implants are my mining implants. So I'll go mine a spaceship. Tracking Disruptor, I don't think I bought that yet. And I don't need to save the CPU, so I'm not going meta for that one. There we go. Dun dun dun. And lol. Put this over here. Oops. One sec. I don't need double that. Nope. There we go. I like the speed of the infiltrator. Like, it's pretty quick. That's why I didn't go for the damage dealing, but I probably should honestly go for heavy because it's, well, yeah, it does matter. I'll go for that. I was thinking about that actually. I was like, Yeah, I was thinking about it earlier. I was like, well, you know, it's nice to have DPS. There we go. There, that's better. Cool. And that's, I don't know what I'd call it. MSS favorite. Stupid name, but hey. So sue me. Get a screenshot of that first. Plug it there. Then copy it. There we go. Yeah, that was a quick Theorycraft and price check, really.